Welcome. If you are now just joining us, you are tuning in to Los Pumas versus the Blitzkriegers. We're tuning in late here. It's turn 3. We got some late notice and requests to stream this game. So this is your announcer, Serious Jest. Right now I'm going solo, alone and unafraid here. Go ahead and you can watch this on replay, or if you're just tuning in, throw in some chats if you're live for me. I'd love to hear it. And we're just going to watch how this game goes right now. Pumas opened up with a long touchdown on turn 2. Pretty much had it all set up. Threw an elf in the end zone, handed it off from way back toward his end zone, and then that lineman ran up to about 3/4 of the way down the field and threw it in for a pass. So now the Blitzkriegers trying to regain control here, slow this game down a little bit against these fast-paced elves, and let's see what happens.
This is going to be decisive.
Can't see the chat comments.
That's a holding maneuver, if ever I saw
Trying to
one.
multitask here, let everybody know that the game is being streamed here. For some reason, I cannot see the chat on here. Sucks.
Haha, here's some friends.
That sucks. Alright, so we have the elves moving into place here. Doesn't look like they gave them any fun names over there for the elves. Yeah, it's boring when you do that. When you don't name your players, it's boring. Makes announcing it less fun, because then I get to say things like, nameless lineman elf lays out the human. But the human team does look like it has some real names on here. For instance, I did notice that one of them is named Hoist Gracie. So I wonder if the whole team is MMA fighters. So that would be pretty awesome. I don't know who Alaric Frej is, though. That's the thrower who is currently carrying the ball, attacked by the elf blitzer, and it is unsuccessful. He just pushes him back. It's going to open some things up for the humans, I guess, next turn. They live for another turn with the ball. Switch view here. Yeah, I'm having trouble seeing the chat, and I don't know why it's not letting me do that.
He'll get an assist now.
Weird Twitch. Let me see. Ah, there we go. Gotcha. And now I'll probably be able to see the comments. Please bear with me. We're just making some broadcasting adjustments. And we're back. Sorry about that. No, why would I want to disable commentary, Don? We want commentary.
He's on him now.
Best part of the
like
game.
A halfling on a hot
I like to
dinner.
interact with the fans. All right, so we're back to the game here. Stuntman Didi has jumped out to a 1-0 lead with a quick strike. He did it in 2 turns, ranging from a handoff. In turn 2, he handed it off to one elf, really close to his own end zone. That elf ran up to about all the way up to 3/4 of the field, and then threw it into the end zone to another elf that was sitting there. And now the Humans trying to recover. They are successfully building a cage over there on the right. And let's see what, if anything, the elves can do about it. It looks like this fat guy over here, Volgit the gut splitter, gut spitter, I guess. Volgit's just being really stupid. I hate when that happens. Let's see how long that lasts. The in-game commentary. What do you mean? Yeah, you're talking about people's comments. Oh, like Jim and Bob. Gotcha. Jim and Bob. I'm not really sure. Oh, yeah, I can do that. All right. You don't want to hear Jim and Bob, I guess. But unfortunately, oh wait, there you go. Sounds. I don't know if you could even see that. Comments volume. There we go. We'll bring that down. I'll cut the music down a little bit too, so it doesn't overdo things. And we'll save that. Who wants to hear Jim and Bob? Honestly. Oh! And the elves start with the fireball. Yikes! That cage is busted up. Hans Lemprick is gone. I don't know who Hans Lemprick is, man. The only guy I recognize here so far from the human names so far has been Hoist Gracie, one of the MML greats. And Rain Advar gets KO'd. Looks like the elves are making their move. This is exciting. What will happen next? I was wondering if the elves are going to attack that ogre while he's boneheaded. Why wake the sleeping giant, right? Alright, got a nice little drop kick that just sends Viscount Bosch back on his heels. But it doesn't do any damage. And there's a push. Callus hits back Wolfgang Herman. Nothing big happens, but here comes the blitz. Single die. Alaric pushed back, but he's not going to lose the ball. The Humans retain possession, and that's going to give them a chance to all get up from that fireball from the last round. Well, other than the... how many were KO'd from that fireball? We've got one KO'd and one hurt. I don't know if they were all from the fireball. All right, there's another single die block. Sidekick, and Meinhof Volts is injured. Let's see what it's going to be. No long-term effect, so he'll just be out for the game. But it's only turn 5. That's a pretty significant blow for Stuntman Didi and his Blitzkriegers. All right, the elves have taken a pretty aggressive defensive position here. This out. I mean, and again, you got 2 minutes to think about all of this, and people are just pulling the trigger and making decisions. And now the Los Pumas, you gotta figure out what are you gonna do with the rest of those elves, or what are you gonna do with the rest of those. Oh, you're right. It is this. I've screwed that up before. Disco Dave as the humans. The Pumas are the humans. Never mind me. This is what happens when I don't have a co-host. I say crazy things. All right. You have Alaric Fredge roll into position. Don't think that's going to make much of a difference. It's not like you have to give him incentive to roll into that end zone. At worst, you're just opening yourself up for the runner to come back and smack you around a little bit. Again, he's got a re-roll, so it's not out of bounds for Stuntman Didi to do that. All right. Humans moving into place. I guess they're thinking about fouling, it looks like. So they're going to move a second human over there, and they don't foul. All right. So, yeah, and this is where the Blitzkriegers are just going to run it in. No screwing around. There you see the cut to the throat. You're going to have the humans get the ball back for a turn 8. Whether they actually pick it up, try to get themselves a pass for a SPP, or if they take advantage of this to just beat up on some elves and try to make sure they don't show up for the second half, we will see. Elves backing everybody up, taking any chances with these humans. They're leaving 3 out there, though, alone and unafraid. So, let's see what happens here. It's 3 linemen. And there's a pitch invasion. Different players get stunned. That does not work to the humans' advantage unless they want to foul that stunned player. Right. There's several elves on the ground, but nobody injured to the humans' dismay. Alright, and Alaric's going to pick it up, throw it. Pick it up, flip it, throw it down. Oh no! Pass is successfully completed. That's 1 SPP for Alaric. Might as well get something out of this turn, right? Why not? All right. We got the second half kicking off, and it looks like Los Pumas are going to receive the ball. Up until now, this has looked pretty clearly. This has been pretty much domination by the Dark Elves. Humans got 2 guys injured, but everybody got up. So the numbers are, there's disparity, man. 2 guys off the field is a big deal. The Dark Elves are missing no one. So we got 9 humans. 9 humans? Am I counting that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 humans. No, 9 humans. 9 humans versus a full team of elves. 11 elves. And so far, Volgot, the gut spitter, has been pretty quiet. Has not done a lot of damage. He's got Mighty Blow over there, and that's a big guy. Just wondering if the Pumas are using him enough strategically. The kick is launched. Nice weather going on. There's a gust of wind. And let's see what the Pumas are going to do. Nice opening uppercut. It gives him the old in out on that one. And here comes Harkett. Another big punch. Now we see Volga. Nothing. This just doesn't want to throw anything with Volga the Guts, but I guess because he doesn't have block. So he's going to use his blitz first. Or Banfan the Blitzer. On Banfan the Blitzer, rather. And Hoist Gracie laying him out for the stun. What's he going to do now? Where's he going to move him? Going to bring him back, or he's going to stay out there? Oh, nope. And he's getting up in Talmel, the runner's face, and that's a strength 4 and a strength 4. So I'm not sure if that's smart, especially knowing that the other Dark Elves are sitting over there to maybe come over and help him out. But it looks like he's going all in. Now, if he's really going all in, I don't know if it's smart that he brings him up there. He brings the help over there. One more space could have done something for him. But he is risking next turn Hoist Gracie getting double teamed. And that's never fun unless you're a porn star. Alright, so it looks like he's setting up like a little sideline escort service over there. Again, Alaric still has not picked up the ball. And he hasn't done anything over here with, what's this guy's name? Rain Advar? I gotta feel like some of these are generic and he's only named one of them. That's what I'm thinking. Guys, the more you name your players, the more fun this becomes for everybody. Take some pride in your team. You know what I mean? Successful pickup. Rain pulls up. He's not going to throw. He's going to sit back there. As of now, it looks like he's relatively safe from these elves. Yeah, they're too far out to come touch him. And, ooh, Volgit gets involved, but it's just a push. This Ogre has not been very helpful this match. I got to say, he's just underwhelming. And Los Pumas really need him to show something because they need to get more elves off this pitch. There's just not enough happening to stop the carnage. The carnage has been wreaked on the humans. You just wouldn't think it would go that way. But again, this whole week, week 2 in season 3 of the MML, it's been a little surprising in which teams are getting bashy and beating up what teams. We've seen an Orc team take a hell of a beating earlier in the week. Oh wow! Moving that one human player too close in did not work to his advantage, and now you have an elf blitzer up in the face of the human thrower. Now, the human thrower does have 4 agility, so makes it easier for him to dodge out and do what he needs to do. But still, this is a check. This is a check. Let's make sure it doesn't turn into a checkmate. The Blitzkriegers showing good strategy. Bring 2 men over there, and they send Hoist Gracie flying. Like a true veteran, Hoist Gracie is not injured or knocked out. He's going to get up next turn. And that sets up for the double dice block. On the human recipient, Grant Hoffenmeister. The human blitzer is floored. And he will get up next turn as well. And these Dark Elves are they're playing bashy. They're not screwing around. The lineman moves up, Kyla the lineman. And Little Hill, the runner, comes over to make it a 2-die block. They're going to have to use a reroll. And this time, defender gets blasted. Hits the ground, but he's not going to get injured. These humans are showing some real resilience. It's like a Rocky movie. They're getting beat up, but they just keep getting up. The humans have a chance to do something here. But they really do need to score on this drive, and they can't make it last too long, or this game will be quickly out of reach. But let's be honest, so far it just really looks like the Elves are dominating. It looks like the humans are going to be able to do really nothing about it. It looks like they're just trying not to do something stupid. Double dice block is made, and no injury happening there. Wolfgang Herman puts it down on Bandhill, but Bandhill's going to get up the next turn. Will Volget get involved here? Or is he just going to sit there again? Not really do much. The crowd obviously came to see the Ogre exact carnage, and it hasn't been happening. Okay, Hoist Gracie back in action. He puts an elf on his back. Unfortunately, that elf is not out for the count, unfortunately for Los Pumas. But Hoist Gracie sits back, and now they've got a 2-on-2 over there once that elf gets back. But the other two elves over there are in reserve. So, I mean, we're just a turn away from them possibly being able to come over and double team Hoist again. All right, Viscount Bosch setting up. They don't take too aggressive a position. It looks like he's thinking about setting up a cage now. Okay, not a complete cage. They want to just set up the front so that the rest of the elves can't come in and block him out. So it looks like they're setting it up for, okay, a pass of some sort. Dodges out. Thrower Alaric dodges out. He passes to the middle of the cage. It is successful, and the humans are showing some promise of maybe scoring. The ball carrier is Maximilian Feisch, who has 4 agility, so if he gets in too much trouble, he could probably dodge his way out. And now Viscount gets off his fat ass and lays an elf out, but he won't stay down. That mighty blow just hasn't been enough this match. Has not been enough. And the elves move back in position. Of course, that's not going to help. Other than, well, the block on the blitzer helps. Does one of them have guard? Is that how that's happening? And here comes the blitz on the ball carrier. The cage was not set up properly enough. Oh, and after the reroll, the attacker goes down. Basically the Blood Bowl version of a stiff arm. Maximilian Flights puts that attacking elf Banlan on his buttocks. And what will the humans do now? They are in a good position to make a run out of that corner and go downfield. Okay, so they bring help over. Wolfgang Herman comes over and jumps into the tackle zone of 2 elves. There's an attack on the elf, pushes him back. Now, if they can just clear Glorian, the lineman, out from that side, they may be able to... No, but just everything in a row over here. The sideline is kind of blocked off. An attacker down roll, and that's going to open it up for the elves again. Los Pumas really did not need that. Hoist Gracie, again, probably their star player over there. Hoist goes down. That's a blow. He's stunned. That's a major setback for the humans. And now... There's the blitz. Ben 10's going to be pushed.